What's going on, guys? DeAndreX7 here, and today we're not doing a Pokemon anime episode review because there's no episodes for I don't think there's going to be any episodes for the next 3 weeks for the next 3 weeks as of this recording. I kind of have to substitute. I have to substitute it with something. So I thought, why not discuss, my speculations on the future episodes that are coming out January 8th. So on January 8th, we'll be back to our regular schedule, and I'll just do my sort of, not hot take, but sort of what I think will happen in each of these episodes. There's only 4 episodes so far that have been revealed for their titles and stuff like that. So let's just get this out of the way. By the way, I noticed a big majority of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed, so we need to fix that. Make sure you guys subscribe, because it really helps out the channel. If you guys enjoy my content all the time, I mean, why not join Chill Army officially? Okay, so the first episode, of course, is episode 50, Galar's fossils, stick them together. By the way, I'm using Pokemon Wiki to discuss these episodes because this was the only site I could find for the upcoming episodes and stuff like that, and the summaries for the plots and stuff. So the synopsis for this episode: Ash, Go, and Chloe have been sent by the curator of the Museum of Science, whom they met a while ago, to research rare fossils from the Galar region. So they were sent, I feel like they were sent by I think they're talking about that one guy. It's the guy who was watching over them from that one episode where Go caught Aerodactyl, which we haven't seen Go's Aerodactyl since he caught it, so hopefully Aerodactyl gets some more attention, because Aerodactyl is not a Pokemon that should be wasted, but anyways, let's continue. In the wild area, the trio meet 2 researchers conducting an excavation. Careless, the Careless, so that person from the games is finally Careless is finally appearing in the anime, and Gasatsu, the Boorish. Interesting. So they all work together to dig up all kinds of fossils, which they place together in the restoration device. Just what is it that appears as a result? So, of course, Careless is finally making an appearance in this episode. For those of you who don't know, Careless is the scientist where if you give her the fossilized bird, the fossilized drake, fish, or I forgot what the last one was. She will use that to. She's the one who gives you the fossils, basically. She's the one who gives you the Galar fossils. Those Galar fossils being Arctozolt, Dracovish, and Arctovish. So Pokemon debuting is Dracovish, which a lot of people are speculating is someone gonna get Dracovish, or is this gonna be a filler episode based on the Galar fossils or whatever. I don't know. I heard some people say that Ash might be getting a Dracovish, which I mean, if Ash is getting a Dracovish, I'm not complaining. That would be a unique Pokemon to play out for Ash, I wouldn't really complain about that, I could see Go trying to get the rest of the fossils too, but who knows? Who knows? They might either just give all the fossils to Go, or they might have Go get Arctozolt, Arctovish, and Dracozolt, while Ash gets Dracovish. Dracovish chooses to stay with Ash, because Dracovish is a monster and competitive, and it's pretty sick moveset, and its use in competitive battling. I can definitely see a Pokemon like Dracovish be on Ash's team. Pokemon, if there's something that Pokemon Journeys has taught us, is that Ash can literally get any Pokemon in this series. I wasn't expecting him to get Dragonite, Gengar, Riolu, or especially Farfetchd, which next episode we're going to be talking about Farfetchd. So the next episode is episode 51, Farfetch's Great Trials, which Obviously, the rest of these last 3 episodes don't have any synopsis for them, so it's really up to speculation for what I think is going to happen. So I'm really, really hoping that this is actually going to be an episode focused on Ash's Farfetchd, because that man has not had any type of character development since he was caught. Like, the only thing we know about Ash's Farfetchd is that it's always up for a fight, but it's also really weak. I don't really like how they've been handling Ash's Pokemon. Like Dragonite, all we know is that it's a pretty heavy hitter. It's a heavy hitter who likes to give people hugs. Gengar is just a mischievous ghost type Pokemon. I mean, it has done work, but Gengar's kind of been shafted by the writers lately. Riolu's there. Riolu's basically the Greninja of this region. You know, Ash's Lucario. I mean, not Riolu. It's clear Lucario is going to be Ash's ace, and of course we have Farfetchd who loses. Literally, the only battle that Ash has used it in so far, it has lost. So hopefully it has some redeeming qualities, hopefully, because, like, you know, now that Ash's Lucario is evolved, I really want them to focus more on his Farfetchd, because, you know, Farfetchd needs something. Like, dude, I mean, I will be blessed if we just see him again, like, in just appearing in an episode. And I don't know, in my opinion, I feel like Farfetch's Great Trials is gonna be kind of like that one episode in Best Wishes where Oshawott lost his Scout Chop, or that one episode where Serena's breaks in, where her twig broke. I feel like we're gonna get an episode like that, because Pokemon seems to like to do that a lot for Pokemon that use, like, you know, third-party items to fight with. So I feel like maybe, like, they might make it where it's like Farfetch's leak rottens away or something, or he just loses the leak or something, and Farfetchd gets all depressed and stuff like that, and, you know, he has to go through like a great trial to get a new leak and stuff like that. Who knows? Or I don't know. This is a bit of a stretch, but maybe the Great Trials is the whole, like, you know how Farfetchd has to have 3 critical hits in order to evolve in the games? I feel like every Galarian Farfetchd has to go through this trial if they want to evolve into a Sirfetchd, but I don't think they're going to just give Ash a Sirfetchd just like that, because, I mean, Farfetchd hasn't really appeared that often, so that would just be stupid. And 2, I mean, we need a couple of wins with Farfetchd. I also feel like we might actually see Ash, you know, finding a battle technique for Farfetchd, because as we've seen with its battles with Riolu and B's Halucha, it has a tendency to not really have control of, you know, how heavy his leak actually is. And, you know, we've seen him always, you know, kind of leave him. Every time he uses Brutal Swing, he gets dizzy and stuff like that, and it leaves him open for, you know, some really powerful moves that can easily knock him out and stuff like that. So I'm actually really hoping that Farfetchd, you know, maybe Ash might find a unique, you know, way to have Farfetchd fight, kind of like how we saw in the second version of 1-2-3, where in that one fighting sequence with Riolu versus Farfetchd, where Farfetchd is like kind of swinging around his leak, like, you know, he uses his leak as a ground and he kind of like circles around it, and, like, you know, he delivers punches and kicks to the other Pokemon and stuff like that. I feel like we could get that with Farfetchd. So, you know, I'm not, you know, hopefully, so my 2 predictions is either Farfetchd is going to lose his leak or break it somehow, and they have to get a new one, hence the Great Trials, or, you know, this might just be an episode of Farfetchd, you know, Ash finally acknowledging Farfetch's flaws, and finally, you know, bringing up some sort of unique battling style for Farfetchd, because, you know, Farfetchd really needs that attention right now. Next episode is called The Agricultural Experience, Where is Diglett? it's clear it's going to be some sort of filler episode. I really don't really care. I don't know. I don't care for Diglett as a Pokemon, so we're just going to skip this. Alright. This is another episode that intrigues me. Getting the legend, find a protector god of water, Suicune. Now this is going to be another episode like the Zapdos episode and the Mewtwo episode. So obviously Ash and Go probably find traces, like they find like aura wave energies of Suicune and they go track him down in the Johto region or whatever. And I don't know, maybe, you know, due to the fact that Go, I still think it's too early to just give Go a legendary, so I feel like they're just gonna battle Suicune and then, you know, they're gonna, you know, it's gonna break out of the Pokeball or whatever and then just kind of run away or whatever, or, you know, I really don't know where they could, you really don't know where they can take this. I really hope they don't, I really hope it's not just the Suicune version of the Zapdos episode where it's like Go almost catches it and then Suicune just kind of breaks out and then runs off. Like, maybe, like, who knows, maybe Go might actually catch, I don't know. Because I feel like if that's what they're, because I feel like that's what they're just going to be doing for every legendary battle. But, you know, considering the fact that he did catch Eternatus, although it's sealed away, you know, maybe that's a hint that Go has more of a chance of catching legendaries now. Because, you know, Go, I don't know, Go's development's kind of wonky. Because at first it was like, oh, he kind of sucks at battling and stuff like that. And now it's more of like a, oh, I'm somewhat good at battling legendaries and stuff like that, you know? Obviously, Mewtwo's supposed to be the self-proclaimed strongest Pokemon, so obviously Mewtwo was supposed to wreck Ash and Lucario. I mean, Ash and... Mewtwo was supposed to defeat Ash and Go, because, you know, that would be kind of weird if Go and Ash were actually putting hits on Mewtwo. But I feel like for Suicune, Go might actually have a chance of catching him. Because, you know, since we are kind of at the Season 2 sort of aspect of Pokemon Journeys now, you know, maybe we might see Go catching a Suicune finally, or catching a legendary that isn't Eternatus finally. Or maybe it's like, you know, Suicune lets him catch it, but it's like, you know, when Go doesn't necessarily, I don't know, because I kind of want Go to catch it so we can finally have like, a confirmation that he is going to be catching legendaries for this part of the series. Eternatus doesn't really count because, let's be real, Eternatus, I mean, it's a 100% catch in the game, so it's like, you know, it was obvious that someone was going to catch it, but I feel like for Suicune, it's like, like, there's two things I want. It's like, I hope that Go actually uses a actually focuses on his legendaries if he is going to be catching them, and they're not just Pokédex filler, you know what I mean? And I also hope, but another part of me is like hoping that, you know, he doesn't just catch it and, you know, it's just kind of chilling in the Cerise Park, because that would be kind of weird, because I don't know, a Pokemon like Suicune, that would feel a little out of place in the Cerise Park. So maybe what they might do is that, like, you know, maybe Go catches it, but like Suicune can still roam around, but it really only shows up whenever Go really needs it and stuff like that. So it's not just him using legendaries or something like that. I don't know. I really just hope that it's not a repeat of the Zapdos episode. I have a strong gut feeling that it's gonna be another Zapdos episode where it's like, oh, Go might have a chance of catching it, and then he ends up not catching it at the end, and it ends up running off or whatever. I really hope they do something different at least with this. I don't know, but that's basically my thoughts for that episode. So yeah, that's basically all the episodes, so yeah. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this and you guys want to see more like upcoming type episodes, whenever like Pokemon goes on break, I can talk about the upcoming episodes. Make sure you guys smackety smack that like button, and also Don't forget to subscribe if you want more content. It's 100% free, so no excuses. And be sure to check out all of my other content as well. Only good, children.